Yeah, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain the basic information related to Turing machine. After that, I'll take one example and I'll show you how the Turing machine can behave with the given input. So Alan Turing, if you see the history of Turing machine, Alan Turing was invented this Turing machine in 1936. That in main aim was to recognize type 0 grammars. So the type 0 grammar is unrestricted grammar. There is no restriction on that particular grammar and which accepts a recursively enumerable languages. Okay, if you see or if you compare Turing machine with finite automata, so it which are similar look the structure wise which are looking similar. In finite automata, it has finite tape and finite control. Here, Turing machine is also containing infinite tape. The difference between Turing machine and finite automata is one difference is the tape type. There, tape was finite. Here, the Turing machine uses tape as infinite tape. And one more difference is the header moves only the right side from the beginning one or first symbol in finite automata. So here in the Turing machine, header can move either left side or right side based on the input. If you see the diagram, if you see the finite automata Turing machine diagram, okay, this is the Turing machine diagram. So which has infinite tape. This tape is used for holding the information, the inputs and outputs. And here the tape is used for replacing input with another symbol. I will show you or I will explain with example. Don't worry. Okay. So this is infinite tape and finite control. So these two are parts in finite automata also. Okay, na? But here the tape is infinite. So this is extended up to any. Okay, na? And finite control is there. So the finite control is also containing one small buffer. That buffer is used for holding current state. So finite automata, finite control performs the operation on current state and current input symbol from the tape, and which produces output. That particular output is replaced with the symbol, and the state may or may not change. If state changes, automatically the finite within the buffer finite control changes the state from previous state to current updated state. And here the beauty of head is this head can move either left side or right side. So that's why we call it as read write head as this head as read as well as write head. But earlier in finite automata, that head was used for reading only. But here that is this head is used for reading as well as writing the information, means replacing current symbol with another symbol. Okay, na? So this is the structure of Turing machine. And if you see the Turing machine, the symbolic representation of Turing machine. So this machine is containing 7 tuples. Q sigma. This is call as big gamma. Q sigma gamma delta Q naught B and F. So see here Q sigma delta Q naught F are there in finite automata. So finite automata components as well as tape components. So this gamma, big gamma is tape component, and B is the tape ending. This B is treated as a blank. So once you store the information or input onto the tape, all the remaining cells are filled with B. B means blank. And this B is also used for identifying the input limitations. So starting point of the input and ending point of the input are recognized, because the input left side B and inputs the entire input right side is B. This B is used for identifying the input as well as filling all the blank spaces with the B. Okay, na? So Q, anyway, the meaning of Q sigma delta Q naught F is same, but of course function is different. And Q is containing set of set of all the states, and sigma is containing input symbols. This gamma is used for holding the tape symbol. So whatever the symbols that are inserted into tape, all those symbols are represented as a set in gamma. And Q naught is anyway initial state, F is the set of final states, and B is the blank symbol. End marker, we are using it as end marker for the input. And delta is here the transition function takes a state and symbol from the tape as input, and which produces another state which is belonging to Q, and this tape symbol is replaced with another symbol that is also placed in tape only. And here this particular operation is instructing the cursor to our header to move either left side or right side. So which takes two inputs. Transition function takes 2 inputs and which produces 3 outputs. Of course, this output is used for moving the tape header from either to either left side or right side from the current position. Suppose if you take this example, Q naught on A. So delta of Q naught on A is Q1 AR. This meaning is Q naught is changed as Q1. Initially, the state is current state is Q naught. Current state is changed to Q1, and A on the tape is replaced with capital A. And here this particular operation is instructing the header to move right side by one cell. So here always the header is moving right side or left side by one cell only from the current cell. Okay, na? Of course, these are the differences between stack, finite automata, machines like and machine differences, and whether it is using whether it is deterministic or non-deterministic. Okay, na? Suppose if you take finite automata, so finite automata is stack data structure is not used in finite automata, but push down automata is using stack. I already explained in previous examples, previous videos. Turing machine is also not using stack. Okay, which is containing infinite tape only. Infinite tape only. So anyway, I explained these components and Turing machine structure. Okay, na? Anyway, this explanation is this one only. Okay, na? Tape, finite control, read write header. And infinite tape is there. Infinite tape is used for holding. Generally, tape is divided into cells. I have already explained. The cells are used for holding input as well as the output from the delta transition function. Okay, na? So internally, sigma is also placed on a tape. And if you see the finite control, generally finite control is used for performing operation on Turing machine, and which uses the header and tape input and head means header is pointing one input on tape, and which takes current input's initial state, which is already there in buffer, which is maintained by finite automata, and perform the transitions. Okay, na? So which changes the input symbol on the tape by using another symbol based on requirement, and state may or may not be changed based on problem, and the header is obviously moving either left side or right side. So what is the use of read write header? Read write header is used for reading the information, and sometimes based on requirement writing information, or sometimes we may leave the information as is and move the left side or right side. If you see this diagram, these two are inputs. Delta of Q on A, this is the output. Red mark is output. So Q is changed to P and A is replaced with P, and header is moving to right side. So this is the behavior of Turing machine. So Turing machine is containing infinite tape and finite control. Infinite tape is used for holding information input. Okay, na? And we can extend it to any length. And finite control is used for reading the information with the help of header. And that header is moving either left side or right side by one cell from the current cell. And finite control is internally containing buffer. That buffer is used for holding current state. So current state and input is received by transition function, means finite control, internally performing operation, which is represented as transition function, and which produces three outputs. Three outputs means, so the state may be changed as another state, and input on tape may be replaced with another symbol, and header may be moving either left side or right side based on requirement, based on behavior of the input and output. Is it clear? Now this is the general description. I told you already, Q naught on A is Q1 AL. This is called as instantaneous description. At this moment, how the Turing machine is behaving, how transition function. So Q naught on A implies Q1 AL, means Q naught is changed to Q1, A is replaced with capital A, and we are instructing the machine to move left side by one cell, means header automatically move to one cell left. And while drawing transition diagram, we are supposed to represent transition diagram by using this. So Q naught is the current state, and Q naught is changed to Q1 based on input 1 or 0. If input is 1, then 1 is replaced with Y, and we are instructing the machine to move right side. Suppose input is 0, that 0 will be replaced with the X, capital X, and we are instructing the machine to move right. So like this, in this fashion, we are supposed to draw a transition diagram, and the edges are represented by using this input. This is input, and this one is output. Okay. And anyway, this is the instantaneous description related one. Okay, na? If current current state is Q and current input symbol is Xi, then if Xi may be replaced with Y, and here we are instructing the machine to move left by one cell, then which moves to left, or right by one cell. Suppose if you instruct the machine to move right by one cell, then Xi is replaced with Y, and header may be moved right side by 1 unit or left side by 1 unit. So based on the requirement, we can do, and based on the nature of the problem, we can do the operation. Okay, na? So here I'm taking one simple example. That is, suppose if we take the language L equal to 0 power n, 1 power n, we can solve this particular problem by using finite automata and push down automata also. Okay, na? So, but the beauty of Turing machine is some problems which are not solvable by finite automata and finite automata and push down automata, we can solve them using Turing machine. Okay, so because push down automata has a memory as a stack, which holds one type of input in stack, and by using another type of input which removes one by one symbol, if all the symbols are exhausted once input is over, then we say that that input is accepted by push down automata. But here that facility is not there. Okay, whatever the operations we are going to perform, those operations can be performed on tape only. Those operations can be performed on tape only. Suppose if we take n equal to 2, then means 2 zeros and 2 ones. After that, you can take any special symbol which is used as end marker. So this delta is used for identifying the end of the string. So here what we are going to do is, here we are going to identify, or we are going to use the machine, Turing machine, for recognizing 2 zeros followed by 2 ones, because equal number of zeros and equal number of ones are there. That 2 0 is following 1. Number of zeros are following number of ones. So first take 2 zeros and 2 ones on tape. What we are going to do is, now in one cycle, here we are cyclically perform the operations on this particular tape in tape symbols. In first cycle, replace 0 with one symbol and first one with one symbol. And in second cycle, replace second 0 with the same symbol which is already used for replacing 0, and second one with the same symbol which is used for replacing previous one. So repeat this problem. Even 3 zeros, 4 zeros are there, and 4 ones, 5 ones are there. We are supposed to use this particular procedure for replacement procedure. Use one type of symbol for replacing 0, one type of symbol for replacing 1. In one cycle, you are supposed to replace 1 0 and 1 1. So after all zeros are replaced with the one particular symbol, the verify all ones are replaced with second type symbol or not. If all ones are also replaced with second type symbol, then we say that equal number of zeros and equal number of ones are there. Suppose if all zeros are replaced, but more than one or more than one is left, then we say that zeros are not equal to number of ones. Vice versa, we can check vice versa also. Okay, na? Then I'll start explaining this problem. So first we start with Q naught. Q naught is the initial state. Okay, na? Q naught is the initial state. Start with the initial problem. Q naught is the initial state. Okay, and take 0 0 1 1 as symbols. 0 0 1 1 as symbols. Now Q naught is the initial state. Now initial symbol is 0. So Q naught on 0, what we do is use two symbols, capital letters, capital A and capital B. Capital A is used for replacing 0 and capital B is used for replacing 1. So delta of Q naught on 0, what will happen here? We are going to replace first 0 with A, capital A. Now immediately change the state because operation has happened. So delta of Q naught on 0 is Q1, 0 is replaced with capital A, and move right by one cell, because once after replacing first unreplaced 0 with A, then skip all zeros until reaching unreplaced first one. Okay, na? Unreplaced one. So replace first one and go back to first unreplaced 0 from left. So here we need to oscillate between zeros and ones, left and right, and our target is replacing all zeros with capital A and all ones with capital B. Okay, na? Now use one transition. Now initial transition, delta of Q naught on 0 is equal to, here we are performing operation on 0 because we are replacing 0 with capital A. So replace 0 with capital A and immediately change the state, because we are using this particular operation for changing zeros as ones or replacing zeros as ones. Okay, na? I'll show you that operation. See here. So delta of Q naught on 0 is Q1 AR. What is happening here is Q naught on 0, initial state is Q naught, first is 0. Okay, na? Immediately change the state from Q naught to Q1. Here Q naught is used for changing zeros and Q1 is used for skipping. So delta of Q naught on 0 is immediately replace 0 with capital A and change the state. Okay, na? And move right by one cell. Once after instructing the machine to move right by one cell, then header moves to next 0. Then immediately skip it, because in one cycle we are going to replace 1 0 and 1 1 only. So skip this. So delta of Q1 on 0 is Q1 only. We are not changing the state. Just Q1 is used for skipping all the symbols until reaching first unchanged one. Okay, na? 0 Q naught is used for changing all unchanged zeros as capital A. Okay, na? So Q1 is used for simply skipping all zeros, and once may be replaced with capital B, we are also going to replace skip that's B also. We will see later. Okay, na? So delta of Q1 on 0, delta of Q1 on 0 is delta of Q1 on 0 and move right by one cell. Just we are skipping all remaining zeros. Once one zero is replaced with capital A, skip all the remaining zeros until reaching unchanged one from the left. Okay, na? Then once you instruct the machine to move one cell right, then machine reaches first unchanged one. What we do is delta, now still state is Q1. So delta of Q1 on 1. Here also we are changing 1 as B, means we are performing one operation now. Then immediately change the state from Q1 to Q2. Q1 to Q2. So here we are using Q1 for changing 1 as Z, 1 as B. Okay, na? Now we reached Q2. But once one is replaced with B, then go back. Go back until reaching unchanged zero, unchanged first zero from the left. Okay, na? So once one is replaced with B, simply instruct the machine to move left by one cell. If you move left by one cell, then then machine moves to the previous zero. But we don't know whether this zero is the first zero from left or not. That's why again perform another operation until reaching first A from right, unchanged A, because the immediate right side of A may be zero, unchanged zero. So delta of Q1 on 1 is Q2 BL. Change the 1 to B and move left by one cell. So left side 0 is there. Left side 0 is there. Then delta of Q2 on 0 is delta of Q2 0L. Skip 0 also. But because we don't know whether this 0 is the first 0 from left or not. Then move left by one cell. Then we reach a CA. We reach a CA means now the previous zeros have already changed with the A. Okay, na? Then delta of Q2 comma A is Q0, because we are using Q0 for changing 0 from A, 0, replacing 0. Is it clear now? So delta of Q2 comma A is keep A as it is, then change the state from Q2 to Q0, because we are using Q0 for replacing 0 as A, changing 0 as A. Just remember these states. So Q0 is used for replacing A with 0, replacing 0 with A, and Q1 is used for simply skipping all zeros and B's also. We will see now. B also we are going to skip, and Q1 is also used for replacing 1 with capital B, and Q2 is used for skipping all B's and zeros, and we need to come back until reaching first A from right. Okay, na? If you remember these operations, then we can easily design all the problems. So delta of Q2 comma A is delta of Q0, because this is the first A from right. That means the left side all the A's have already changed as capital A. Then move right by one cell and start with initial state again. So here we are oscillating between Q0, Q1 and Q2 until changing all zeros and ones. So once you reach first 0 from right, left, unchanged 0, then again same operations we need to repeat. So delta of Q0 on 0 is Q1, replace this 0 as capital A and move right by one cell. Here what is happening is, earlier we got first one, but here we got B, converted B. So we need to skip this also, because our target is once you change 10 as capital A, we must change 1 as capital B. So until reaching first one from left, unchanged one from left, whatever the symbols that are coming in between, we need to simply skip them. So delta of Q0 on 0 is Q1 AR. Replace this 0 with capital A and move right by one cell. Then what is the symbol here? B. Then simply skip B also. So delta of Q1 on B. Earlier we skipped zeros for reaching first one. Here we need to skip 0 as well as B also, because our target is once we change 10 as capital A, we need to change 1 as capital B. Okay, na? So delta of Q1 on B also, we need to skip this B also. And whatever the number of B's that are coming here, anyway, we took only 2 zeros and 2 ones. If we take 3 zeros and 3 ones, the second 0 may be converted to second B. Then we need to skip these 2 B's until reaching the third one. Is it clear? So delta of Q1 on B equal to Q1 BR. Simply skip this and move to right side by one cell. Now we reached first unconverted 1 from left. The same story. So delta of Q1 on 1 equal to delta of Q2 comma B comma L. So Q1 is used for replacing 1 with B, skipping all zeros and B's, and replacing 1 with B. Is it clear? So Q2 B, once 1 is replaced with B, then move back. by one cell. So once you coming back by one cell, immediately we experiences A. Immediately we experiences A. Then what we mean by this? Once one immediate after B, if we reaches capital A, then we say that all zeros have already converted. All zeros have already converted. Of course, anyway you go further. Once you come back to first A, what we do is delta of Q2 on A is Q2 or Q naught B because Q naught B. Okay, na Q naught B. So Q2 on A is Q naught. What we do is Q2 on A, same operation. Q2 on A, once first A we reached from right, means all the left side zeros of first A are already converted to capital A. Then again, initialize the state from Q2 to Q naught. This Q naught is used for changing unreplaced zeros with A. Okay, na? So Q naught. But what happened here is Q naught immediately experiencing B. We vision didn't experience Q naught on B. Q naught on B is not experienced. If Q naught on B is there, means immediate next symbol of capital A is B, means all A's have already over. All A's have already over. Then immediately change the state because we cannot take Q1 here. Q1 is specially used for replacing means skipping all zeros and all B's and replacing capital 1 with B. And Q2 is used for coming back by skipping all B's and all zeros until reaching capital A from right. Okay, na? Every state has its own specific operation purpose here. So that's why Q naught and B we cannot change it to Q1 because Q1 has its own purpose, Q naught has its own purpose, Q2 has its own purpose. So Q naught, Q1, Q2 purposes are designed now. Now immediately change the state from Q naught to Q3 because we experience the Q naught is experiencing new symbol now. So Q naught and B is change the state from Q naught to Q3, another state. Okay, na? Then keep B as is and move right. So once all zeros have changed from changed to A, we need to verify whether all ones have changed to B or not. Okay, na? By using Q3, we need to change. We need to check. So Q3 BR. Okay, na? Then again we reach B. Again Q3 on B is Q3 BR. So Q3 is used for simply skipping all B's. Okay, na? Q3 on B is Q3 BR. Then we reach delta. Delta means all A's have successfully converted, all zeros have successfully converted to A and all ones have successfully converted to B, and there are equal number of A's and equal number of B's because Q3 didn't experience 1. Suppose if one more 1 is there, we say that zeros and ones are not equal. So Q3 is experiencing only B's and finally delta. What is delta now? This is the termination part of input. So by using delta, we can identify termination. So means once delta is reached by the machine, we say that total input is exhausted. Total input is exhausted. Then finally write Q3 on delta is change the state from Q3 to Q4 because Q3 is used for skipping all B's. Now delta is reached. Then simply change the state from Q3 to Q4 and keep delta as is and write accept. Right? Accept. Okay, na? So if any other transition comes, we say that this input is not having equal number of A's and equal number of B's. Then I wrote all the transitions here. Once I will show you once again. Okay, na? So this is the input and this is the initial 0. That 0 is replaced with A and moved to right side part. You can take any number of zeros and any number of ones now. So Q naught is used for changing 0 from changing or replacing 0 with A, and Q1 is used for moving right by one cell every time for skipping zeros and skipping B's until reaching first one, and that one will be replaced by B by using Q naught Q1, and Q1 is changed to Q2 now. Now Q2 is used for skipping all ones, all B's and all zeros until reaching first A from right, and again Q naught we need to initialize. So Q naught is used for replacing 0 with A. Like that, we have a specific purpose for Q naught, Q1, Q2. Whenever any other symbol is experienced by the machine, immediately change the state. Here, Q naught experienced with B, blank is not experienced earlier. Then immediately change the state from Q naught to Q3. Keep B as is. Immediate after A, B comes means all zeros have replaced with capital A's. Then our target is verify whether all ones have successfully replaced with capital B or not. So by using Q3, we can identify. So Q3 on B is Q3, Q3 on B is Q3 once, but we need to move right by one cell, and finally if we reach delta, then we say that total input is exhausted. If we experience Q3 on 1, then one extra 1 is there. Then immediately we say that here this particular input is not containing equal number of zeros and equal number of ones. Then without repetition, I am writing, I wrote all the transitions here. All the transitions I represented here without repetition. So whatever the transitions that are repeated, I'm skipping those transitions. Only the unit transitions I wrote here, but I explained the step by step here. Okay, na? Step by step from the first one, and this is the transition diagram. This is the transition diagram. Just these transitions are replaced with diagram here. So Q naught on 0, I told you already, Q naught on 0 is replaced with 0 is replaced with capital A, and we are instructing the machine to move right by one cell. So on B or 0, we are simply moving right side by one cell until reaching first one. So this first one is replaced with capital B, and we are instructing the machine to move left by one cell. So this, while coming back, the machine can experience B or 0. Once A is experienced by machine, then change the Q naught, change from Q naught to Q2. Okay, na? If immediate symbol is 0, again we need to repeat the same process. Otherwise, if immediate symbol is B, then we say that all zeros have successfully replaced. Then keep B as is, and we need to verify is there in one remain or all ones have replaced with B. Then Q3 is used for checking that. Okay, na? All B's are skipped and moving right by one cell every time for each and every B on Q3. And once delta experienced by machine, then they keep delta as is, move right and change the state from Q3 to Q4 and treat it as acceptance state, and total machine will be halt here. Okay, na? I hope you understood this problem. Okay, na? If you have any doubt, please in the message you can ask me the doubt. Then I will clarify the doubt by sending the message. Okay, so thank you for watching my video.